Prime Minister Narendra Modi arrives in US on a 3-day visit. Will meet Vice President Kamala Harris and top CEOs today. Union Law Minister Kiran Rijiju inaugurates Vanijya Utsav and Exporters Conclave in Itanagar. Minister of State for Textiles and Railways lays foundation stone of apparel and garment unit under soil to silk project in Kokrajhar today. Nagaland amongst the first states to launch Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana in 2018, says Health Minister Pangnu S. Pom. And in IPL, Mumbai Indians will take on Kolkata Knight Riders in Abu Dhabi in a short while from now. Very good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin from the studios of DDK Guwahati. This is Hansraj, and now the stories in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi arrived in Washington, D.C. this morning on a 3-day visit to the U.S. Braving rain, hundreds of Indians gathered at the airport to welcome him. Today, the Prime Minister will interact with U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris. He will also hold meetings with top CEOs of U.S. companies from Qualcomm, Adobe, Blackstone, First Solar and General Atomics. Prime Minister Modi will hold bilateral meetings with his Australian and Japanese counterparts. Further, President Biden will host the Prime Minister at the White House for their first bilateral meeting tomorrow. Biden will also host the first ever in-person Quad Leaders Summit with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Japanese Prime Minister Yoshihide Suga and Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison. Prime Minister Modi will also address the 76th session of the UN General Assembly in New York on September 25th. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu today called upon the industry to work with the government on implementing various reforms and pave the way for sustained economic growth in the coming decade. Speaking virtually at a summit organized by the Confederation of Indian Industry, he said India is now at a decisive point in regaining its growth. The Vice President said the need of the hour is to initiate actions that return the economy to a high growth track and create jobs for millions of workers by 2030. He stated that an annual GDP growth rate of 8 to 8.5% annually with continued productivity growth will be required to stimulate entrepreneurship, create jobs and drive balanced progress. He further advised the southern states to focus on reforms, ease of doing business and adopt the best practices to attract investments. The Supreme Court today orally observed that it would be setting up a technical expert committee to inquire into the Pegasus snooping matter. The Apex Court also said an order will be passed next week on a batch of pleas seeking an independent probe into the issue. A bench headed by Chief Justice N.V. Ramana said the order, which was to be pronounced earlier, will now be delivered next week. The bench said they will be able to finalize the members of the technical expert team by next week and then pronounce the orders. In Arunachal Pradesh, Vanijya Utsav and Exporters Conclave organized at Dorji Khandu Convention Hall in Itanagar was inaugurated by Union Law Minister Kiran Rijiju and Union Minister of State for Education Subhash Sarkar today. While addressing the event, Union Minister Kiran Rijiju highlighted the initiatives of the government. The 2-day event is being organized by Department of Trade and Commerce, Government of Arunachal Pradesh in collaboration with Coffee Board and Directorate of Foreign Trade, Government of India.
Important products which are available in Arunachal Pradesh, and this Vanijya Utsav is an initiative of the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India, along with the state government, Department of Industry and Commerce, Arunachal Pradesh, and the Coffee Board of India also has partnered with this event, and it has given a platform for the local artisans, the local products.
Minister of State for Textiles and Railway, Darshana Vikram Jadosh, today visited Bodoland Territorial Region headquarters in Kokrajhar and Udalguri district and participated in several programs. The minister laid the foundation stone of apparel and garment unit under Soil to Silk project of Northeastern Region Textile Promotion Scheme at Bodoland Silk. Later, she participated in an interaction with local weavers and members of self-help groups of Serang and Kokrajhar at BTC Secretariat Conference Hall. Addressing the event, the minister said handloom and textile sector will help in building an Atmanirbhar Bharat. She assured that the central government is focusing on equal development of Northeast and ensured all possible help for the all-round development of handloom and textiles in BTR.
किस तरह से उनको विकास के लिए आगे और ले जाना है, क्या ये संस्था के लिए करना है और कितनी सारी महिला इससे जुड़ी हुई है जिसको रोजगार प्राप्त होते हैं, तो उसके बारे में सोचना है।
Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh inaugurated multiple development projects in Tamenglong district worth 61 crore 78 lakh rupees on Wednesday. The Chief Minister visited Tamenglong district along with cabinet ministers, MLAs among other dignitaries. Under MOBC projects worth 10 crore rupees were inaugurated, which include libraries, schools among others. The water supply scheme at Nantiram and Konjaron Kuntak, along with facilities such as solar power plants, hostels, quarters, residential buildings, was also inaugurated to provide relief to general public. Additionally, the Chief Minister inaugurated 5 suspension bridges built over Barak, Ziri and Makru River. In Nagaland, addressing the Ayushman Bharat Divas observance program, Health Minister Pangnu S. Phom stated that Nagaland was among the first states to launch Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana in 2018. Ayushman Bharat PMJAY was the largest public health insurance scheme in the world, and Nagaland covers 2.33 lakh households. The minister said Nagaland is the first state to implement Health Benefit Package 2.1, which includes organ transplant packages from this year onwards, and there are 1,664 treatment procedures available under 26 specialities. Pangnu highlighted that the scheme has immensely helped beneficiary families from Nagaland who have availed the benefits of the scheme in Nagaland along with other states.
Remaining uncovered beneficiaries, targeted beneficiaries. It is a such blessing for all of us to know that, as our Principal Secretary has already mentioned, building and other construction workers registered under the Department of Labor will soon join the scheme, and accordingly 8,584 new families will be added in the state.
Health Minister Manshokh Mandavia today released National Comprehensive Guidelines on Post-COVID Management to give guidance on long-term health issues. Expressing his happiness on the release of guidelines, the Health Minister said these have been prepared to provide guidance to doctors and healthcare workers to deal with the issue of long-term effects of COVID. He further added that the consequences of post-COVID effect in patients have been witnessed due to consumption of higher doses of steroids, like in cases of mucormycosis. He stressed that it is important to take medicines with less or negligible side effects. Now on to the COVID update from the nation. More than 83 crore 39 lakh vaccine doses have been administered so far under the nationwide vaccination drive, with more than 71 lakh 38,000 vaccine administered in the last 24 hours. The country reported 31,923 new cases in the last 24 hours, while 31,990 patients recovered. The ministry said the recovery rate is currently at 97.77%. Till now, over 3 crore 28 lakh people have recovered from COVID-19. Meanwhile, India's active caseload stands at around 3 lakh 1,000. In the COVID update from the region, Arunachal Pradesh logged 442 active cases, 53,526 discharged cases, while the death account for 273. In Assam, the caseload for active cases is 3,533, while 5,88,574 have been cured. The tally for the dead is 5,817. With 2,214 active cases, Manipur recorded 1,14,991 discharged cases. The death toll stands at 1,836. Saddled with 1,868 active cases, Meghalaya has recorded 76,730 cured cases, even as the dead account for 1,385. Mizoram has a caseload of 15,638 active cases, followed by 68,199 released cases. The dead account for 272. Nagaland has 459 active cases, as cured cases logged at 29,873. The tally for the dead is 658. Reporting 642 active cases, Sikkim has notched up at 30,051 released cases. The death toll is 381. Lastly, Tripura reports 346 active cases, 82,825 cured cases. The dead account for 810. In IPL cricket, today Mumbai Indians will take on Kolkata Knight Riders at Sheikh Javed Stadium in Abu Dhabi in a short while. Yesterday, Delhi Capitals defeated Sunrisers Hyderabad by 8 wickets at the Dubai International Stadium last night. Chasing a target of 135 runs, Delhi overhauled the score in 17.5 overs. Earlier, electing to bat, Hyderabad posted a total of 134 runs, where no batter was able to cross the mark of 30 runs. In Meghalaya, Sports Minister Bantedwa Lingdo on Wednesday laid the foundation of an indoor sports hall cum multi-facility centre at Lumoba, Upper Shillong. Community and Rural Development Minister and local MLA Hamletson Doling was also present on the occasion. To be built at a cost of 1.55 crore rupees, the indoor stadium will have a badminton court, a boxing ring and an office building. The project will be funded by Tribal Affairs Ministry of Government of India. Speaking on the occasion, the Sports Minister said MDA government is working towards improving sports infrastructure in the state. In Manipur, to mark 50 years of war victory of Indian Army, Swarnim Vijay Varsh, a band display was organized by 44 Assam Rifles under the aegis of 22 Sect IGAR East in honor of the veterans from Tamenglong district. On the occasion, the battalion organized a Barakhana for the veterans. In his address, the commandant of Tamenglong Battalion highlighted the gist of war and various activities undertaken by the battalion for the society. He also emphasized on the pivotal role of ex-servicemen in shaping the society. Meanwhile, veterans and Veer Naris were felicitated during the event. And to end the news, the main points once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi arrives in US on a 3-day visit. Will meet Vice President Kamala Harris and top CEOs today. Union Law Minister Kiran Rijiju inaugurates a Vanijya Utsav and Exporters Conclave in Itanagar. Minister of State for Textiles and Railways lays foundation stone of apparel and garment unit under soil to silk project in Kokrajhar today. Nagaland among the first states to launch Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana in 2018, says Health Minister Pangyu S. Phong. And in IPL, Mumbai Indians will take on Kolkata Knight Riders in Abu Dhabi in a short while from now. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.